battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen, the man in motion right.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. 65 yards, 65 yards.
Hurts throwing right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there, and that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
But 1st down, Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Colts! Saquon Barkley from 4 yards out. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The pitch to Fournette. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action with Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the slot man goes in motion left. Wilson's throw there, holding by Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion right comes Green. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find Fournette again here. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette from 8 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 3rd and
4.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got her own. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 7-7, our score after 1. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now a pivot and a give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Green will come in motion right. On 1st down, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Colts 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Drop 50, drop 50.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the reception made by Green. Touchdown! A.J. Green. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Finding room at midfield. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good for our Colts. 1st and 10 at the 37.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. William Jackson with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Colts 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
At the 43-yard line.
Second and 7. Wilson, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Back to 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Hurts. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Colts, first down.
But first down, Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. Cortland Sutton, 45 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
21. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
On the return, here's Agnew. They begin with a run by Fournette. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Christian Watson.
55 yards.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts are able to at least get one score back. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. Hurts will throw.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 41, Wilson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Colts 27. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Coup now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hurts throw there complete to Allen. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.